The matched pair of black pullers came to a halt near the edge of a wide, rocky-bottomed dry wash that looked like it hadn't had any water pass through it in decades.
Holy flamin' toad frogs. This here's the best crossing spot. Sure as in blazes hate to see the worst.
A brown-skinned, black-haired lad, all of 14, sat on the seat beside him.
But it is good and dry, Mr. Hamp. Is that not a good thing?
It's good as far as it goes. Means we won't get washed away or drownedified, but look at all those sharp, jagged rocks scattered full across the width. Hit one of them a little bit wrong, and we could just bust a wheel or maybe even an axle. And then be left sitting here until another flood did come along.
But if we took too long getting back to the herd, would Senor Wilson not come looking for us?
Yeah, Jordo, I reckon he would, but, if I'm sitting here and just fretting about crossing and he shows up, he'll be sore about that. But if I try to cross and do end up busting a wheel or axle, then he'll be sore about that. Some days a body just can't win for losing.
What will we win if we make it across without breaking anything?
Just an expression, Jordo. Don't worry about it. Well, hang on tight. Here we go. This is the way Trav steered us, so we gotta put some trust in it. We'll just take it slow and easy, and we ought to be okay.
Hamp gave his reins a slap, and the blacks tugged the wagon into motion again. Down the last few yards of the incline, they slowly rolled. Then over the crumbled low bank and out into the rocky-bottomed wash. Sand and pebbles crunched under the iron-rimmed wheels, and some of the larger, irregular-shaped rocks clattered loudly when they bumped out of the way. The wagon rocked side to side, creaking and thumping as the wheels rolled up and over rocks and bedded solidly in the ground, yet with sizable portions still sticking up. When they were halfway across, 6 men on horses emerged from the stand of cedar trees and spread out before them along the opposite bank.
Whoa there, old-timer!
Whoa! Hey, you're blocking the way! This is rough enough going without you hombres making it any more so.
That's just a thing. We saw you were having a rough time, so we thought maybe we could help. The way you're clunking and bouncing all over those rocks, you're apt to shake that wagon apart.
Well, this old wagon has held together for a lot of miles so far. I reckon she's good for a few more. Besides, what do you reckon you can do to smooth this crossing anyway? Shovel those rocks out of my way?
Well, that's real funny. I like a fella with a sense of humor.
Well, that's real pleasing to my ears. Now that we've had ourselves a good laugh, how about you and your boys move aside so we can be about our business?
See, now there's another funny thing, because your business and our business sort of runs together.
I do not like these men, Mr. Hamp. I do not think they are good men.
Well, just be quiet, son. Let me handle this.
If you'd have taken it more serious when I said we were willing to help you, I could have explained this right from the get-go. The way it's going to work is, we're going to lighten your load for you, then after we do that, you'll be able to roll on across the rough old wash a lot easier. You'll go on your way, we'll go on ours, and that'll be it.
Well, that's a real generous offer, but, the way the morning's building up to be another hot day, I truly hate to see you fellas go to all that work. So I'll just say I'm much obliged, but no thanks, and we'll leave it at that.
As Hamp was talking, Jordo slipped one arm slowly, carefully behind him to reach for the short-barreled bolt-action .22 caliber rifle, his prized possession lying just behind the wagon seat. Mr. Hamp had given it to him, and taught him to use it for hunting jackrabbits and sage hens to provide added meat for the stew pot. Jordo never thought he would aim it at a man, but if these 6 before them now tried to force trouble or threaten harm to Mr. Hamp, he knew he would not hesitate to do so.
Okay, enough of this talk. The old goat was right about one thing. It's getting hot. Too hot to drag this out any more than we have to. Tell him what's what, Halsey, and let's get on with what we came here for.
I agree. I'm sick of pussyfooting around. We want what's in that wagon, and we're gonna by God have it.